Hey everybody, it's Work at Home Gal here. This is our 4-month video of Etsy and how I did, and it was a lot similar to the month prior. I got one sale again, so that's now 2 sales I'm up to, but I did get a review um on the second item, so that's good. So we're looking at the stats here. This is for May 1st to May 31st. I had 170 visits, one order. Conversion rate, of course, is low, being that there is only one order. Revenue $1.60. Visits increased 115% compared to the same period last year. So keep in mind, I've mentioned this before, but if this is the first video that you're watching, keep in mind that last year this Etsy shop was open, but there was like maybe 5 things on it, and then a bunch of stuff happened basically, and then I just I turned it off. I don't know if I delete it? I deleted the shop or just kind of shut it down. I can't remember what I did now, but it wasn't active for a while, and I've now brought it back, and we're seeing a little bit of success. So you can see by the flow here, it's been mostly not very many visits. Some days we got 9, we got 10. That day, May 16th, we had 29. But yeah, so it's been pretty up and down. And then there's a shop insight here actually, and it's telling me you had 2 orders in the last 90 days. Bring buyers back with an offer. Send a thank you offer to recent and future customers automatically. It shows your appreciation and could drive repeat business. So I actually didn't do that yet, which is really bad because I do shop on Etsy and I do get those. I get the thank you message, and there's usually like a 10%, 5%. One place, because I've bought more than one t-shirt, I think now I'm up to a 40% coupon, which is pretty cool. If we look down at the traffic kind of breakdown, Etsy has bought 29% of the visits. I bought 71. So the Etsy app and other Etsy pages, it's showing 37, up 42% from last year. Etsy search 10, up 11% from last year. Etsy marketing is up 200% from last year. The direct traffic 115, and it's up 167. And then the social media 5, and it's up 5. And then of course Etsy ads would be 0 because I do not pay for Etsy ads. So let me just try and open these to see if we can dive into some other information like we usually do. Okay, yeah. So social media. 2 would be, I have a work at home Twitter, which I always post at the bottom of my YouTube video, but Twitter and Facebook would be a few people that I gave links to. So the first thing was, I think, Etsy app. Oh my goodness, and other pages. It says the search has 6% of visits, Etsy marketing, SEO 2%, social media 3, and direct and other traffic is 68. If we go down here, I think these are the most visited listings, and you can kind of see by the number count, like the visits. So like our Beltane, the Beltane Altar Waller actually did have some visits, which is cool. The Earth Day Scavenger Hunt did, and the Earth Day Scavenger Hunt also included 10 coloring pages, so it had a little bonus. The A6 Weekend Getaway Saving Challenge, it's had some visits. Our Easter egg gift tags did, and the Mother's Day gift tags did. And then if we go down to search terms, so Travel Savings Challenge, that's cool. One person actually searched that. Pagan Paper Printable, awesome. Earth Day Scavenger Hunt Principle, bonus 10 page Earth Day coloring pages. Okay, is that something I type? I'm confused. Did somebody really search that? That seems like a lot. And Woolsey Designs, I think one of those times was me actually typing it in to see what came up, but this is for the search results. But this is great for down here. So if I don't have these keywords really being used that much, I'll have to check this. The Pagan Paper Printable, and then the Travel Saving. I think I did use Travel Savings Challenge, but I don't know about Pagan Paper Printable. I may and may not have. Let me see. Our next thing, this is I think for Etsy search, this is kind of what we looked at before the visits, and then the search term brought the same one up, the pagan paper printable. But I do see the April Savings Challenge is listed here, and it wasn't on the other page. Etsy marketing SEO, that's very has up and down in places. And it doesn't show the search terms, but it shows the traffic source. 2 came from Google and 1 from google.co.jp, whatever that is. I'll be honest, I don't know what that means, but it's there. And then this is the direct and other traffic, which would have the most action, I think, because that would have been people coming from, well, YouTube for 121 visits from YouTube. That's actually pretty awesome. Marmalade, I don't have an account with them, so I'm not sure how one came from there, but still cool. And the most visited listing is actually the educational printables, 10-page kids worksheets for Easter. So that's pretty cool too. Pull this down. So yeah, and then we looked at these, so Facebook, Twitter. We go down further. Shoppers viewed your listings 110 times, and this is kind of a bigger breakdown. It looks like our Mother's Day has had 13 views, Beltane 13, Teacher Appreciation gift tags 12, Financial Tracker had 8, and the A6 weekend giveaway had 6. So that's pretty cool. Now, I forgot to open my shop in the other thing for us to just look at really quick. I always get to it by going to the profile and then I click Woolsey Designs. So here it is, the 2 sales, and here, let me get this out here. I just noticed my banner isn't showing. I want you guys to see that, though you've already probably seen it. Yeah, the banner hasn't been updated. It's kind of a spring banner. Instant download printable stickers coming soon. They are still coming soon, unfortunately. I added an update here, and I can't recall if I showed you guys this in the last video, but it was on May 18th, so I guess you wouldn't have seen this. And I simply put, hey everyone, I just want to take a moment to make an announcement. I've been working on stickers and hope to add them to my shop in the coming months. I say months because I do not want to set an exact time yet. The main focus is printables, but I do hope to add shipping items too. Stay tuned. So, at this point, I'm sure people are wondering, why is the stickers taking so long? Anybody that is wondering, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 designed and printed that I've done on my Cricut. Now, I have other stickers from last year that were printed with Sticker App and Sticker Mule, and I do need to re-put those up because there's actually a really nice Black Cat Halloween sticker that I want to put back up. Anyways, not much has been going on here for May. I'm trying to think when I added these. I think the Mother's Day tags, I believe, were added in May, and the Teacher Appreciation gift tags also were added in May, I believe. June, I haven't added nothing yet, and that's actually really bad to only have 2 items added, 'cause I mean, some people will tell you, like, the more listings, the better, but, I mean, they gotta be good listings too, right? And I mean, some of the stuff on here, like, at this point, I think I need to break down into my actual niche. I feel like when people come to my shop, there's too much going on, because I mean, just look at it. We got coloring pages, we have educational printables, we have some savings challenges, this monthly goal checkbox. That's one of the first things I ever designed, same as the income tracker. We got our gift tags, our wall art, more savings challenges, and then of course the Canada USA sales map, which I show in my videos. I show that I use it just to give people an idea. But yeah, there's a lot going on here, and I like, at this point, I'm debating moving the educational printable somewhere else. Like, I'm just not sure where. Like, I was thinking another Etsy shop, but I know there's sites as well where you can kind of sell stuff like that. So I've thought of that too, but it's a lot to think about because I mean, if I start taking these listings down, my listing count is going to go down. I currently have 18. I mean, that's not terrible, but that isn't great either. I could be doing better, obviously. But let me just show you the tracker for May. Hopefully you can see that. I can't even tell if you can or not. But, here, we'll go like this maybe. You can see the one sale was on May 25th, and the rest there were no sales. And now our Canada map actually has 2 provinces colored in: Alberta from our first sale and New Brunswick for the second sale, which is awesome. New Brunswick is kind of where I used to live actually, but it's semi close to home because it's my phone fell, just ignore that. It's a close province to me because I'm in Nova Scotia, so that's pretty cool. But yeah. At this point, I feel a little stuck with the shop, and I don't know why. Like, there's a few reasons, I guess. I've had kind of a friend, re-enter my life, and there's been a lot going on there, which has made it hard to focus on the Etsy shop, but also working full time. Now, this month, we are supposed to be getting VTO. VTO is bad, by the way, because it means your pay is going to be less if you take it. But voluntary time off is what VTO is, and we're in the season right now of my job where the sports people can bet on are limited. Like I can't say the name, but I work for a sports book, and I do email support. It's a pretty laid back work at home job. I like it a lot. Like, there's days I get stumped for certain things because I'm not really a sport fan, but it's all in the learning process, and it helps pay bills, so I can't complain. And the Etsy shop was going to be kind of that extra side hustle, but that's where I'm stuck with, because like I feel like at this point the shop is getting there's too many categories I feel like going on. And originally what I wanted this shop to be was financial and savings challenges. However, I do feel like where I've called it Woolsey Designs, that it's okay to stick to what I have on here. I just don't know how people coming to the shop would feel about, because I don't want people coming to the shop getting overwhelmed either and being like, well, there's a lot of weird stuff here, a lot of different stuff here, and not sure really what to do, right? What to take, what to do. See, because my very first product, if I remember correctly, was the monthly goal checkbox, and the second was the income source tracker PDF download. Which simply, if you're wondering what that is, it's some trackers that you print and you can fill it out with pen or pencil. So really, for people who maybe don't want to do that in an Excel sheet or on their computer somewhere, I guess is where I was going with that. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. Hopefully we're in June now. Hopefully for June I can get a few more ideas up. There's a couple cards I made too that I was gonna put on the shop and I didn't. They're printable cards. Right now, the thing is though, is I did it the easy way. I test printed on actual already cut and folded cardstock, so it made the job a lot easier. I just had each print test, I had to move the image a little bit for it was like more centered, because it seemed like when I was printing it wasn't centering. And see, stuff like that worries me, putting up designs like that people are going to have trouble printing. Like, even though I'll eventually get the test print right and I'll put in the directions, this is how you print this, there's always going to be some people not sure. And I know I would help the best I can, obviously, but it can be hard, me here, them, wherever, through email trying to help. But one thing I wanted to add for shipping was cards, actually, because it's kind of been a dream of mine to have published cards with my verses in them, because I've been told I'm a good writer. But there's a lot of thought process with that, because once I do that, I lose whatever I put in the card as the writing, I'm gonna lose it in a way forever, because I mean, I don't think it's going to be appropriate to put a verse in a card and have my name signed to say it's mine, right? Like you would with a poem, which is what I'm mostly familiar with. So I need to come to terms with that and just let it go and be like, hey, this stuff is for cards. It's okay. It's going on a card and people might like it. It's just one of those things I gotta test, right? And if some people buy cards, cool. I have some magnets as well that need to be put up. There's stickers completed that could go up. Oh, and bookmarks. Oh my god, the bookmarks. They've not gone up and I've had them for like a month. So there's been a lot of delay and a lot of it has been my fault. Like just with not to beat, what's the best word? Not to beat a dead horse or whatever. Is that the term? Because I know I've said it before about my dad passing away, and he passed away in January, so it's been July will be 6 months, I believe. Um, but there's still a lot going around the homestead with helping like my mom and stuff, especially since my sister and her kids have moved out. So it's just me and mom, so like I gotta pick up that extra slack with helping her, making sure she's okay. And I've noticed her COPD has been bothering her a little more, and it's kind of taking away from me focusing on Etsy, because I mean my mom is obviously more important than Etsy, but for June, I'm hoping to at least post 2 or 3 new products, more preferably, but it will really depend on the motivation and what's going on, and voluntary time off, because I would like to take a few days off, I think, in the next coming weeks if I can, and that should help maybe give me a little more time to work on things and go from there. But yeah, I am sorry. This turns personal and I didn't mean for it to, but I'm one of them people that always feels like I need to explain myself and my why something is an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but simply putting it out there that we are human beings. We have feelings, and sometimes family stuff, friend stuff, it comes over all out else, right? Like it's just the way it is, but we'll see what June brings. I'm not too sure if there'll be a one sale situation again or not, and it's okay if there isn't. Like, I know this is a process, and the more items I get and the more figuring out a niche, I think once that stuff gets settled, maybe things will. Excuse me, I keep burping, I'm sorry. Um, I think things will get a little bit better as far as the shop goes. But thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble. Again, I apologize. I did not mean to drag it into personal stuff. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and below, as always, there will be the link to my Twitter, the link to my TikTok, although I haven't been posting to TikTok as much, but the link will be there. And then, of course, to my Etsy shop if you want to check it out. So thank you again for tuning in, everybody, and have a great night. Stay safe.